when I was a kid, I could go through a math book in a week, so I'm going to go see about the job they got down there.
What job?
Stockbroker.
Stockbroker.
Yeah.
Not an astronaut?
But I listened to what Jim Valvano said 21 years ago. The most poignant 7 words ever uttered in any speech anywhere. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Those great people didn't. So I now have a responsibility to also not ever give up. I'm not special. I just listened to what the man said.
Regardless of what your family might think or what your friends might say or what your coworkers might interject, it doesn't matter about what they think or what the world thinks. It's all about if you are having clear judgment about where you're going or what needs to be done with your life, because it's not their life, it's your life. They don't have a say about where you guide yourself, because you're the one that has to live with your decisions for the rest of your life. They don't. Even if you feel that you're off course on a decision that you've made, you can always correct it and keep going. But if you're on the right path and you're in the right direction, why fear misjudgment of those around you? Because it really doesn't matter. It's all about you having clarity with what you're doing. A lot of times emotions can get in the way of your actions. You see, actions always speak louder than words. As a matter of fact, actions are actually more prolific than words. That's why it's important to be less emotional and more directional. If you take the time to think about what emotions are, they're pretty much like the death of intelligence. You've never seen a decision made under the influence of emotions, because emotions aren't precise, and no promise ever made under emotions are ever upright. Because when you're in the moment and you have a certain emotion that takes over you and you make a decision, you could regret that decision later on. When you make any decisions, you want to make sure that you're clear in your mind and it's not guided by what emotion that you had at the time that you've made that decision. It's best to make your decisions with a calm and rational mind and not emotional outbursts. Just like a chess game, you can't win a chess game with emotions. You can't gain money in the stock market with emotions. You can't prevent failure in your life with emotion. A wise man once said, the measure of your power is your ability to handle chaos. See, the thing is, you don't get to control or choose how you feel, but you do get to choose how you react to your feelings. Let's say that you're feeling nervous and you don't want to do a certain thing, but that thing needs to be done. Well, regardless, you have to do it anyway. If you're tired and you don't want to go to the gym, but you really want that physique that you've been striving for, you have to go to the gym anyway. Let's say that you have to take your kids to school, but you're feeling depressed. You still have to take your kids to school. You have to get out of bed regardless of how depressed you feel, because life still goes on. Regardless of how your emotions feel, life still goes on. You see, your emotions aren't responsible for your success. You are. Your emotions aren't responsible for taking care of the people around you. You are. Deep in your mind, you have to think about what path will make me stronger, because real strength doesn't come from just lifting weights or even winning. Real strength comes from persevering through struggle, hardship, pain, suffering. Real strength comes from never giving up. You see, winning's not based on circumstances, position, or luck, but following your natural inclinations and the deep desire to keep moving forward regardless of the obstacles that you encounter. I remember Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you'll find your strength. You do have to put in the work in. There's no way around it. How can you ever succeed if you don't even put in the work? You can't complain about the results you didn't get for the work that you don't do. You have to use your mind. Your mind is your strength. Smart people truly seek to know how oblivious they are to the traps that their mind constructs for them. They also seek to understand the common pitfalls of the mind so they can avoid them, and while aligning themselves with the truth in order to live a fulfilled life. No matter what people think, you have to keep your path. You have to focus on what you think you deserve. See, the game is won by rising above and not seeking praise from others, because seeking praise from others is like a child's game, and children's games aren't meant to be played in war zones. So don't be afraid of being chastised, and don't be afraid of people thinking you're crazy for conquering a goal that you've always wanted to conquer. And instead, be afraid of not moving forward. Be afraid of living with that regret that you didn't take that chance and thinking about what could have been. It's really important to execute without hesitation once you've made a decision, because doubt makes you a subject to manipulation, deception, and misdirection during your execution. Go out and execute your goals and go full speed, regardless of what people may think of you. Life is all about choices, and taking the road less traveled is very integral and is very brave. So be brave and be the person that you always wanted to be and that you know that you can become.